Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and today we have a Division D East matchup for you. 30 Seconds to Mosh taking on Flying Solo here in tonight's best of 3. Thank you all for being here. It's been a little bit. Work got really intense for me, and it was difficult to do anything but work and sleep for a little bit. But we're back. I'm excited to be back on the casting desk here, and yeah. Got some great teams today. I've done Flying Solo before, 30 Seconds to Mosh. I've done in previous seasons. Got some friends on the squad. So this will be a great matchup to see and a great matchup to feature tonight. Looks like we've got one more player on the way. So we'll get started soon here. But while we've got a second, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe here at youtube.com/@CrushCasts. When we're not taking unexpected breaks, we're bringing live casts every week, edited VODs, short videos, and the Game of the Week series. All sorts of stuff, so make sure you follow to catch all that. Looks like one player just having some small technical difficulties, so we'll get started here as soon as we can. While we've got a moment, let's go to the map select. See what's going on here. We're going to be starting things off on Volskaya Foundry after the Towers of Doom, Sky Temple, Braxis Holdout, and Cursed Hollow bans. As soon as we're ready, we'll get into draft number 1, but for now, let's go back to me. Sick. We are here. Game number 1, Volskaya Foundry as chosen by Flying Solo. This is a double round robin division, so there's no coin flips here. The home team, today being 30 Seconds to Mosh, just automatically gets the choice. The way the schedule's set up, you're home for half your games, you're away for the other half of your games, so it all evens out in the end. And you're also flipping between home and away when you play the same team a second time. Our wonderful website admins have made that happen, so the double round robin divisions don't have to be ravaged by the randomness of a coin flip. Yes, this is the summer pose of Mr. Jin, just fully upside down all the time. Asmodan gonna be our opening ban here from 30 Seconds to Mosh. Good scaling hero, can do good work on Volskaya Foundry if heroes tend to group on the objective. Also pretty solid wave clear across the map, which is always nice when you get into that late game on Volskaya Foundry and you don't want to have to manage your lanes so much. Blaze will be the ban from Flying Solo. We've seen Blaze used as a main tank, we've seen Blaze used as an offlaner. Very versatile here in NGS. 30 Seconds to Mosh. Garrosh next on the list of bans, targeting a couple different comp styles here. Asmodan tends to go very late. Garrosh tends to do very well early. As Anduin, the next ban here from Flying Solo. Anduin's been super popular for teams, as has Johanna, as Moby1 picks that up first. For just having that leap of faith save ready at all times. The 2 charges at 16 are really tough to deal with. You've got to take a lot of fake engages to burn through all those. Diablo Greymane picked up here by Chocolatador, and Willow. Diablo can be pretty aggressive, though Volskaya Foundry, there's a lot of open spaces, which can make the charge angles a little bit tough, but it's definitely still very playable. Sub-Zero going for the Tychus, going to try to make that Diablo slightly less playable with the percent damage. Born to Shine opting for Brightwing here. Brightwing pretty good at stopping a Greymane dive for at least a couple of seconds. Hey, Rock Your World. Glad to have you. Glad to be back. Li Ming, the mid-ban here from Flying Solo. Li Ming doesn't come up on a lot of maps, just because the wave clear can be a problem, but Volskaya Foundry, wave clear is a little bit down on the priority list and you're fighting out of lane a lot. So especially if you've got some sort of lockdown like Johanna to get people together and slowed, Li Ming can really do some good work. Choco, we can go with Choco. Choco on the Diablo. Rhaegar banned away by 30 seconds to Mosh. Rhaegar Greymane can definitely chew through some structures quickly as a duo. If they went something like Sylvanas Rhaegar there, that would have been pretty devastating. We'll see what the plan is here for flying solo. Shy going for Jaina, Kaden going for Uther here. Very aggressive comp style here from flying solo. A lot of long cooldowns between Uther and Jaina, but when paired together, you get the stun from Diablo, the stun follow-up from Uther, all the Jaina damage at once. It's going to be pretty tough here. Brightwing going to have to keep that cleanse handy. Wonder if we'll see a falling sword from Johanna to try to counter that. Raka going for Sonya in the off lane, and the captain choosing Orphea here. Orphea can struggle into those stuns just because Orphea relies on the movement from the Shadow Waltz mostly to get away from trouble. So if you're always getting stunned out of those movement jolts, that can be a problem. But if the captain can stay out of range of Uther and make sure not to go up against any walls, that will be a good idea. Secret Swift on the last pick going for Deathwing here. Interesting setup, going with the Deathwing into the Tychus, but it does fit on the front line of just getting extra beef, getting those big 2 lines of stun to help start a fight or follow up, and really let Greymane and Jaina work there. So it'll be really interesting to see how Flying Solo puts this together. Interesting. Here we go. Game number 1. On the left in the blue, we have 30 seconds to Mosh. Born to Shine is on Brightwing, Raka playing Sonya, the captain on Orphea, Sub-Zero playing Tychus, and Moby-Wan playing the Johanna. On the right in the red, it is Flying Solo, Shy Hardy DK on the Jaina, Kaden playing Uther, Choco on Diablo, Willow playing Greymane, and Swift is on Deathwing. Game number 1 underway here. Checking on our level 1 talents. Looks like we've got the Silver Touch quest here for Uther. Of course, we've got the baseline chill damage quest for Jaina, who's picked up the Winter's Reach here on level 1, going for extra range to try to get past the Johanna and get some poke damage in. Looks like Orpheus setting up with a trait build here. As the wave clear in the mid commences, Jaina doing a good job of getting that blizzard positioned properly. And the rotations will go on. Sonya already down in the bottom lane will be met with Deathwing. Kaden coming around the backside here, wanting to engage onto someone. Going to get a hit on there onto Moby-Wan. Born to Shine quickly getting the critical missed out as Sub-Zero pinned in the corner. Ooh. Uses that level 1 dash talent to get a little extra distance and movement speed to avoid falling as first blood. I am also disturbed by the lack of Artanis here, Hoku. Make no mistake, I've been telling every lobby that there were secret Artanis buffs put into the game, and they need to just pick them and find out. And no one's doing it. It's almost as if they don't believe me. 30 seconds to Mosh. Grabbing up their turret camp, getting their items rolling here. Flying Solo, not starting theirs just yet. Swift making sure that no one's over there stealing it. Instead, they're going to favor the top siege camp here. So 30 seconds to Mosh is going to have to answer for that. Looks like Shy going to try to solo this for a moment. So Jaina is going to be having a little bit of trouble trying to solo this. Could use some help here. Right now, Flying Solo favoring the top lane, wanting to get this siege camp pushing. And yeah, I don't think Shy can do this alone. Gonna need Deathwing to come on through and help out. I think Jaina did go Arcane Intellect. I think with Frost Armor, Jaina can pull that off. With Arcane Intellect, yeah, it's just too much damage coming out of that particular camp. They will end up getting the item anyway. They'll have that rolling. 30 seconds to Mosh, going to get their siege camp here at a more standard timing. Looks like they did clean up the top lane. So we'll see if Flying Solo can use this time to maybe steal the mid camp or try to get onto control point A immediately. Pretty even in levels here. Both teams looking for level 7, but they're not here just yet. Right wing waiting and getting that siege camp at the last possible second there. They're also going to get the top lane clear as Flying Solo starts the objective channel. Looks like 3 members have been pulled away to deal with that, so 30 seconds to Mosh, they're going to take the opportunity to jump onto the point. Dropping down that turret right away here, but no fight to be found. 30 seconds to Mosh, they do have their 7s. Johanna just pushing that wave right in, taking out one of those wall turrets. Flying Solo have cleared the top lane. It's going to start to come back down towards the objective. Looks like this turret is going to get to fire on enemies after all. Obi-Wan gathers up 3 here as Raka going into the backline, targeting Kaden. Choco on the front is quickly melted down there by Tychus. Uther next to fall as Raka trying to move away. Sonya will survive. Sub-Zero? Ooh. Not going to be able to get Willow there. Did not go for the quarterback on level 1, so we're not going to see those classic Tychus snipes. But we might see some good chase downs with that dash tower. Obi-Wan and the captain holding it down. They're going to pick up the objective here. It looks like the bottom lane is going to be their focus. This is a good one to ensure that on control point C you pick up a fort. As they mow down this wall, no problem. Looks like they're going to put a little chip damage there as Swift goes with the Cataclysm. Sub-Zero has to move away. Sonya splitting off to the top lane as the Protector still having 4 members here in the bottom lane. So not a ton of siege. They get the wall. They do a good job getting the wall here. But more importantly here, they've pulled ahead in experience to the degree that they're going to have level 10 advantage very shortly. They might be able to take a quick fight. We'll be watching for Johanna's 10 here. Let's see if it's going to be more reactive or proactive. It is going to be the Blessed Shield. Definitely a more proactive ult, as we're looking for Jaina here on the top side. I was thinking, well, I was talking about it during the draft. I was thinking maybe it's Falling Sword just to get away from the triple stun train and the quick burst of damage. It looks like they're going to respond to offense with more offense here. We've also got the Eternal Feast, Leap, Draken Laser Drill, and Blink Heal to go on the side of 30 seconds to Mosh. For Flying Solo, looks like Go for the Throat, Ring of Frost, Bellowing Roar, Apocalypse here for Diablo. Uther's still holding that 10 for now. Obi-Wan making sure this top lane is cleared up. Looks like it will be Divine Shield here for Uther. So not full aggro time, but will be able to enable Greymane to go in there and not worry about polymorphs and Blessed Shields or any of that. Blinds. Blessed Shield does go out onto the front. That's going to be D-Shield popped on Diablo. They do find Uther in the backline, but Choco lives. Great counter ult from Jaina, freezing everybody on the front there, but Raka and the captain managed to survive, and now it's turning back time for 30 seconds to Mosh. They get a second takedown. Diablo's souls are now reset. That was sort of a clapback twice in a row there. Looked like Flying Solo had the catch, And then 30 seconds to Mosh had the catch on the re-engage and was able to move forward and find a couple more takedowns. Sonya continuing to monitor Diablo in the off lane, splitting off. 13's about to be here for 30 seconds to Mosh. So they will have a small talent advantage as Jaina's gathered up here. Can we have some follow-up? The captain in the Sub-Zero moving forward, and Shy stepping too far out will be punished. 30 seconds to Mosh, going to continue forward. Eternal Feast catches a couple ticks there. Choco in trouble. Light on Souls will go down for a full death timer. Checking on Raka's build, we do have the Furious Blow and the Shattered Ground here on 1 and 4. We'll be looking for that Giant Slammer on 16. Next Protector point is up and rolling. 30 seconds to Mosh with a comfortable 2-level lead here. Deathwing just having to keep an eye on Sonya, not able to leave the lane too much, but does have a global to join the fight if one does break out in the top lane here. See if Deathwing takes to the skies. Keep an eye on the minimap, and yeah, Deathwing is now in the air. Sonya on the way. Getting ready for the next team fight. Deathwing dropping in. 13s are here for flying solo. They've got the even talent tiers. Willow trying to get that poke damage in there. Oh, there it is. Stun onto the front. They're looking. The leap comes in as well, and Greymane is globaled out. Jaina falls as well. Ring of Frost did go down, but all the damage has already been taken away. Uther next to fall here. 9-0 on the takedowns for 30 seconds to Mosh. They've been doing a very good job of coordinating their ults. Moby1 has been taking just whatever Blessed Shields become available. Rock has been following up with that leap. Very nicely executed so far by 30 seconds to Mosh. Next Protector's coming on through. Looks like they're staying in the top lane for the moment. See if they want to pressure forward and look to knock on this keep. They're about to have 16s. There they go. Knocking down this wall is enough stored XP to push them over the edge. Protector's still pretty healthy here, gonna just keep on moving. Moby1 engages again with a Blessed Shield, but gets pushed in by Diablo. Still had the shield, though, to get away from the Jaina damage. Apoc goes out, stuns onto Brightwing. Born to Shine in trouble. Blink heal away! Trying to move out! Unbelievable, gets away! Diablo will go down here. Willow trying to move on back will be taken out. 30 seconds to Mosh, trying to get another one. That will be a triple, and that's a quad with the keep down as well. Great engage from Flying Solo. Unbelievable that Born to Shine managed to survive. And now they're just going to go ahead and look at the core. They've got 10 seconds on this Protector. They've got a Catapult in the top lane. And this is going to be one of the quickest Volskaya Foundry victories that I have seen in quite some time. 30 seconds to Mosh. Going to go up 1-0 in this series. GG. What can I say? Timely teamfight victories there for 30 seconds to Mosh. They had the opportunity and they took it. Solid, solid work. That was about 11 minutes there. Really good stuff. Let's go to the stat screen. Seeing what we see here. Captain on Orphea. Top hero damage at 42,000, but it was Tychus with the 6 killing blows there. We're on the other side. Greymane trying to do some work, but had a tough time there moving into the Johanna Brightwing and just didn't have enough time to scale throughout that game. We'll take a look at the talent builds such as we are and such as they are. Update the scoreboard and we'll get ourselves ready for game number 2. Alrighty. We are going to Infernal Shrines here for game number 2, this time chosen by 30 seconds to Mosh. Flying Solo opting for the first pick there after game number 1. Very, very good. Jin is back. What's going on, buddy? Jin doesn't know anything about camera framing. He's doing his best. There on the left side. Oh, did I tell them I'm ready? Yeah, I did. Alright, they'll get started as soon as they are all set. Double dank. Let's get into game number 2, Draft Infernal Shrines. This time we'll be flying solo first to act. We'll see if there's going to be any adjustments to the band strategy here. Johanna was a pretty good one there. Brightwing was a pretty good one there. But sometimes you gotta trust the research and stick to the game plan. I'm always more of a fan of reactive drafting, but I know that some teams they like going in with the game plan and sticking to it and then evaluating after the series. So we'll see what the plan is here. Looks like a little bit of reaction as Orphea, identified as the problem by flying solo, will be banned. 30 seconds to Mosh, happy to keep removing the Asmodan. Flying solo. Infernal Shrines. And I suppose you could ban Sonya if you wanted to control the bruisers. Still mostly worried about Blaze, though. Don't blame him there. It's a fine one to keep on the ban list. 30 seconds to Mosh. They got rid of Garrosh last time. Garrosh does tend to have somewhat less of an impact here on Infernal Shrines. It's still very much playable. See what they're thinking here. What we got? They're going to get rid of Johanna, so highly valuing the Crusader. Oh. Jin has moved over to the chair. Jade Alesis, our player who didn't make it into game number 1, now in for flying solo, will lock in Anduin as first pick. Jin's over here now. He's moved to the comfy chair. Born to Shine going back to the Brightwing Sub-Zero, opting for Greymane here. Taking that one away. Brightwing Greymane, okay. I wonder if we'll see a switch in style here from 30 seconds to Mosh, because they could go something like Sylvanas, Anubarak, Sonya, and then just not team fight and go chew on structures. Garrosh and Jaina still picked up here by flying solo. As my cat just barges through the side door. So you can do the side split plan against Garrosh, but you do have to be careful because Garrosh is a pretty good side lane ganker. Tahaka banned out here by 30 seconds to Mosh. And there goes Sonya. Just with how this set up, I would love to see a Nubarak Sylvanas be the next 2 picks. And go for that style, because I don't get to see that style a lot. I usually just see teams meet at the objective and fight, and whoever wins the fight gets the objective, and on and on and on. But you can definitely play Infernal Shrines in a style where you just don't worry about the objective. Moby-Wan going for Muradin here. I do like playing Muradin into Garrosh. You're not as worried about being thrown into the back. Lots of survival tools. Rexar being picked up by Raka. It's a little bit safer versus Garrosh as well. Just throwing an extra body in front there to protect people from being thrown. Flying solo. They need a bruiser, they need a flex. D.Va going to be their off lane, and Willow going for Vala here. Very high damage backliners once again. For flying solo. A little bit of extra damage now that they've got the extra ranged assassin in there. Well, I guess Greymane was a ranged assassin too. The captain on the last pick. No Orphea this time. Gonna go for Chromie. Okay. Vala, Jaina both have very small health bars. Chromie just constantly putting damage onto the backline that Anduin has to heal up and burn that mana. Can work, and Chromie stays pretty far away from Garrosh. Hard to go wrong there. Their team fight press R strategy doesn't seem quite as strong here for 30 seconds to Mosh, so they might be more of a long fight type of team here. Game number 2, coming in on the left in the blue, once again is 30 seconds to Mosh. Sub-Zero on Greymane, Moby1 playing Muradin, Born to Shine on Brightwing, Raka playing Rexxar, and the captain is on Chromie. On the right in the red, Flying Solo, Secret Swift playing Diva, Willow is on the Vala, Jade Ellis on Anduin, Shy Hardy DK on the Jaina, and Chocolador, however you would like to be called, is on the Garrosh. I keep trying to throw an extra vowel in there for like Chocolatador, but that's not how it's spelled. I'm trying my darndest. Wave's going to clash here in the middle as we take a look at our level 1 talents. Chromie opting for the Dragon's Breath W quest here on 1. Vala going for auto attack stacks here, as the mid waves are mostly cleared and the rotations will begin. Raka once again going early into the lane here, getting a quick start. Camps will be coming up soon here in the mid lane. Looks like Rexxar going to come down to help that out, and the rest of 30 seconds to Mosh going to instantly get onto their mid lane siege camp here. That is going to mean a collapse onto Rexxar, though. Raka not able to get away. Nice pickup there by Flying Solo. Are they just going to rotate on down? Moby1 was seen in lane. And yeah, here comes Flying Solo. They're just going to bust right in here. 4v4 for now as Diva thinking about coming on down. Moby1 is saved as the camp is being held here. Here comes Diva into the backline, though. They get a polymorph out onto the Garrosh. Sub-Zero in the front is having some major issues. Oh, Chromie with a great time stop to take that camp. Really nicely done. Sorry about that. Just had to fix something on the preview. There we go. Yeah, one thing, sometimes I put on my coaching hat in the middle of a cast, and it's not something I like to do a lot. But on that rotation there for 30 seconds to Mosh, I think that would have worked out a lot easier had Muradin just stayed out of lane. Because Muradin showed in lane hitting the minions, and then was seen walking down to the camp. I think if that wasn't the case, Flying Solo might not have been so eager to just rush straight down to that camp. But it ended up working out not too bad for him anyway. They got the bottom camp. They're getting prepped for the mid objective here, as we have a Mortar Punisher coming in for our first objective. Shaman camp already on the wall here. Raka clearing this wave and going to get some good damage onto this top fort wall. Sub-Zero getting away from the threat of Garrosh there. Garrosh trying to go in there. Find a juicy target to throw. Gets a stun onto the backline. Nice critical miss, though, from Born to Shine. Polymorph goes out as well. As Greymane going to be thrown in, but not... Uh-oh. Accidentally thrown onto a low-health Willow. And that'll be Vala going down. Diva has to use the bomb. Oh no, but the bomb is off-center and is not going to get any of the minions. 30 seconds to Mosh, kiting them all over to the left. Shrewd move there. Vala now coming back, but going to be too late on this first objective. Looks like Flying Solo just going to break off and try to get an experience advantage here before having to defend. 18 stacks for Vala here, 13 out of 20 for Chromie. I think that's just... is it? Yeah, it's mana cost and cooldown. Quite a lot of damage onto Choco on the front line, tanking that Punisher. Chromie getting a few extra stacks there, up to 16 now as the Punisher crumbles. 30 seconds to Mosh. Gonna go on their camp rotation once again. Left side camp is taken, bottom side is now available, but Flying Solo in the area once again. Do not want to give this up. Shy starts it. Moby-Wan is scouted there by Choco. Captain moving way forward there. Luckily not thrown in by Garrosh. It'll be Murden chucked into tower range. Murden taking a ton of damage before having to leap out to safety. Flying Solo gonna try to stay on this camp. Moby-Wan is tapped, wants to jump in, but is too late here. Gonna go and start the fight anyway. This camp is throwing damage onto that front line. Sub-Zero put into the back. Great root follow-up from Jade, and that is Greymane to fall. Born to Shine being chased as well, and will be caught. The slows from Jaina not allowing Brightwing to escape there. That's a quick double takedown for Flying Solo. All the while, though, Rexar's been having a nice time double soaking here in the offlane. D.Va having to clear away the mid. Will be rotating a little bit more slowly than Rexar here. So will require some aid from the team. Flying Solo does have their 10s early, though. Got the Warlord's Challenge, Holy Word Salvation picked up here for Anduin as Moby-Wan thrown into the back. Polymorph out on the front line. Choco having some trouble with that slowing sand. Will be stunned out. Finally, Jade has to commit the pull. Ring of Frost catches 3 targets here. Sub-Zero somehow able to survive. Anduin protecting everybody with a great ult there. What an engage. Unbelievable that Greymane was able to stay up. Rounding out those heroics there for Flying Solo, you saw the Ring of Frost, Warlord's Challenge, Holy Word Salvation. We've also got the Rain of Vengeance and the Bunny Hop. 30 seconds to Mosh. They've got their 10s now. You saw the Slowing Sands from Chromie. We've also got Cursed Bullet, Unleash the Boars, Avatar, and Blink Heal. Obi-Wan's already committed the jump, gonna be taunted, gonna be stunned, but that's Born to Shine coming in for the save. Avatar is popped here, and it looks like Murden's gonna get out. Shrine is now activating. Both teams have their Shaman camps rolling, and the Frozen Punisher is up for grabs here in the top lane. Choco coming into the back line, will be polymorphed. Rocka's got to reposition here, turns around on the damage, throwing the axes. Choco in trouble, Garrosh goes down. Shy is next to be slowed by the zone of Chromie. Peeling here is D.Va. Moby-Wan taking some hits, but going to survive once again. Rocka being chased out next. Went a little bit too far forward, gets bumped, and will fall. Swift, nice timing there on the bomb. Obi-Wan in the back line, just trying to guide away. Nice pickups there by Flying Solo. The extra damage they have this time with the Vala is really working out for them. Need a little water there. 20 minions and counting. Murden is now up. Rocka on the Rexar is on the way. It looks like Flying Solo's got this one locked down. Frozen Punisher on the way here in the top lane. Rexar has broken away looking for level 13. 30 seconds to Mosh. Wisely not trying to save this fort with the wall already gone. Fort's gone. Gonna be Murden who tanks the jump. Uh-oh, Sub-Zero in some trouble there. Will be saved by the slowing zone. Brightwing thrown into the back. Born to Shine. Oh, taunted before being able to blink out to Greymane there. Will be taken out. Avatar committed there by Moby-Wan. Chromie trying to defend here at the wall. Greymane really not able to get in range. Jump goes out onto Murden this time. Uh-oh, Choco going in way deep, but this turret's still there. Anduin with the pull and the protect is going to get the save. Almost punished, but a nice job by Anduin. All the while, Rexar having a grand old time versus the map. D.Va has broken away here. Let's see if D.Va comes down for this. Garrosh is storming their way down to the bottom lane, but now is stopping off here on the left side camp. Moby-Wan did not scout it. Uh-oh, Choco into the back line. He's going to get a throw and a taunt onto Brightwing, and that is a great pickup there. They're going to try to get a counter kill onto Garrosh, but Sub-Zero is going to be going in and trading for it, so ends up being still a 2-for-1. Captain is rooted by the combo of Jaina. Shy picking up another one, 3-for-1, and the camp goes over to Flying Solo. Raka chased out, didn't get the camp either, and will go down. Flying Solo with a huge momentum swing here. Top lane, Catapult is sieging in. They've got a camp here in the mid that they've taken. Bottom camp is pushing. Looking tremendous here in game number 2 with a 2-level lead. Bottom fort goes down. Mid fort going to be being worked on next by these minions. 30 seconds to Mosh, just now getting back to full strength. Moby-Wan trying to come around. They want to get this one. Cursed Bullet goes out onto Choco. It's split focus, but Jaina still goes down. Sub-Zero able to roll out to safety. Moby-Wan, I think, had the jump interrupted there. Very low. Murden will fall. Stunned out of the chastise, or the salvation there was Anduin. They throw the bomb. They're going to get Misha there with the explosion. Ends up being a 1-for-1.5 or so. "30 seconds to Mosh, definitely on the back foot here. They're about to be even talent tiers. If they can just get their lanes under control and move out towards the next objective, they'll have another opportunity here to come back. Right now, looking a little less confident here in game number 2 without those aligning ultimates. Shrine getting ready to activate. We got the Arcane Punisher coming up next. Double Shaman Camp pushing the top lane to an open keep here. That's going to have to be dealt with by 30 seconds to Mosh. Flying Solo, they've got to run in and they've got to take a fight right now or else their top keep is going to be going down. They're going to go in there. They're looking at Choco. Garrosh way too far up there for a pull from Anduin. They get the takedown. There's the turnaround, though. Murden taken out. Misha falls next. The combos here from Jaina have been incredible. There goes Rexar, the captain in trouble as well. Chromie falls. Sub-Zero trying to trade out will go down. So Garrosh the first to fall, but then a turnaround quad there from Flying Solo. They've got the top lane pushing in. They've got the mid lane Punisher. Things looking very, very strong. It's now Born to Shine having to move away. Does have the movement speed and the armor to evade Vala. Top keep is down. Death timers are pretty low here. Flying Solo, they're looking at the core right now. Murden is back. We're about to have the rest in less than 10 seconds. Looks like Flying Solo opting not to go for it. They're just going to double back and get this keep, which will definitely get them a lot more space around the core to work with. Keep goes down. Will they keep on the pressuring forward? Garrosh is on the way. Core shielding is gone. Down to 87%. 85%. Flying Solo, though, not wanting to throw away their advantage. They've got the level 20 now. They'll just keep on running the map. They've got their 6 structures to 1. No need to take an ill-advised fight under the core at this time. Mid lane double camp now getting ready. 30 seconds to Mosh, still a full 2 levels away from even talent tiers. They're just going to be stuck clearing these waves as they come and making sure that they don't get caught on the edge here. Willow stepping up, trying to engage there with the Rain of Vengeance. Sub-Zero going to be caught, though. Double throw from Garrosh. It's a stun onto 2. Born not able to blink out to safety in time. Double takedown for Flying Solo. And with these camps and this catapult, it looks like they're thinking about the core right now. Core shielding gone once again. The minion wave's starting to catch up. 30 seconds to Mosh. Gonna need a miracle defense here. Core down to 40% and dropping. Obi-Wan forced to jump away, and there's just too much damage. Flying Solo in another relatively quick game. Strike back, and they're gonna force a game number 3. GG. Solid work, Flying Solo. I kind of doubted their comp with the Garrosh frontline and no other form of consistent engage, but they played those fights well. They caught the engages of 30 seconds to Mosh and turned them in their favor. Very, very nicely done. Let's go to the post game. See what the stats tell us here. The captain on Chromie, nearly 52,000 hero damage there for 30 seconds to Mosh. It was Willow on the Vala there for Flying Solo, doing incredible work. 65,500 hero damage, 9 killing blows. More than half of the team's touches there. Take a look at the talent builds, update the scoreboard. We'll get ready for game 3. All right. Map select time. Tomb of the Spider Queen will be our map number 3, this time chosen by Flying Solo. We shall see who's got what it takes to take this series home. It's been 2 kinda stompy games. It's tough to call it anything else, but I don't know if it was draft diff, I don't know if it was planned diff between the 2 games, but a quick one on Volskaya Foundry and then a fairly quick one on Shrines. We'll see if Tomb is going to be the same way or if we're going to have a more protracted battle here. Just waiting on the last team ready and then we'll jump in. Excellent. Doom on a Spider Queen. Game number 3. What do we want to see on Tomb of the Spider Queen? We want to see the Butcher. Calling it now. Flying Solo is going to bring us a Butcher composition. Azmodan going to be the opening band for 30 seconds to Mosh. Sticking with the plan. I would not mind a Garrosh ban here, just to go back to the originals, as Blaze is taken away once again. Though that Vala just definitely feasted there in game number 2, so either prioritizing that or banning that is probably a good idea. But we shall see what they're thinking. They're gonna get rid of the Garrosh. No Garrosh for you anymore, Chocolador. Is that it? Did I unlock the secret? Is it actually a French name? Because that actually rolls off the tongue a lot better than chocolat d'or. Because that would be golden chocolate. Orphea, the next band here. Do we just see a Johanna snapped? You gotta snap the Joe. Give me a Joe snap. Or a Vala snap. Okay. Moby1 opting for Johanna. If I'm flying solo, I'm still snapping that Vala. That was the secret sauce in game number 1. There it is. Willow takes it. Jade goes for Anduin. Team's just putting their best foot forward here. "30 seconds to Mosh. I see the Anduin Vala. What am I picking if I'm them right now? Ooh, Born to Shine going for the Stukov, and the captain gonna take away that Jaina. Interesting draft strategy there. I like it. Stukov, Johanna. A terrifying duo. I think 30 seconds to Mosh. Yeah, that's a good ban. I was like, if they get Sonya, I think this game's over. Because the Johanna with the Sonya follow-up in game number 1 is really good into Anduin. Anduin has to stay, like, so far away all the time when you're up against that. 30 seconds to Mosh. They're looking at the Anduin Vala. Getting rid of Dahaka here. Trying to control those bruisers. With the Stukov Jaina, I wonder if Raka's got a Leoric on the roster. Because you can get that sort of trap them all and then put them in the silence zone, put them in the Jaina Pain. But they do have an Anduin on the other side, so you probably can't do that as easily. But the Rexar from game number 2 could work as well, as we see Muradin Tassadar here. I do like a Tassadar on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Those walls are deadly, deadly stuff. Nonetheless, though, I'm hoping these 2 picks from 30 seconds to Mosh are something that is just super easy to follow up on Johanna shot calls. Give me some press R to win. What do we got? Diva Tychus. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Tychus has decent enough follow-up. I was hoping for the big kaboom. Didn't quite get it, but that's okay. Raka opting for Diva here. Decent offlaner on Tombs, fairly safe with those boosters as long as you're not using them to clear the lane. Swift on the last pick here for flying solo. What do we got? Going back to the Deathwing. Again, opting to go Deathwing into Tychus. I mean, you don't have to worry about Stukov silence. Swift just really, really wanting that Deathwing to work. We'll see if it works out for him. I mean, they took a pretty solid victory there in game 2. Maybe they've got, maybe they can break through with the Deathwing now. Game number 3 on the left in the blue, for the last time tonight, is 30 seconds to Mosh. Sub-Zero on the Tychus, Born to Shine on Stukov, Raka playing Diva, Moby1 on the Johanna, and the Captain playing Jaina. On the right in the red, it is Flying Solo, Swift on Deathwing, Willow playing Vala, Shy Hardy DK on the Tassadar, Chocolat d'Or is on Muradin, and Jade Elysis on Anduin. Checking our level 1s, Vala once again going for the auto attack quest. Looks like we got a W Tassadar. Psionic Storm there on level 1. Stukov going for that low blow. Get those extra low health kills on escapes. And Tychus going with that little dash talent again. I'm more of a quarterback player myself, but that little dash is pretty useful. Especially when you like to get up close and personal and then just fly away when things get scary. Johanna stopped by the wall there. Ironically stopped while unstoppable. Ain't that just funny? Obi-Wan just trying to slow down those clears, keep up the rotation here. So far, no move to the back camp for either team. As Johanna Jaina continue to menace these lanes, but, you know, Tassadar is a pretty good lane menacer themselves. As we're just going to simply rock back and forth. Diva continuing to put those Nerf bullets into Deathwing's titanium, unobtainium, whatever the element is, and WoW hide. I can't remember what the ore of choice was in that expansion. Sub-Zero trying to step up there. Will start to put some percent damage onto Deathwing. Force Swift back. Bruiser camps being chosen here by the teams. Flying Solo getting theirs out first. Tassadar just getting back and getting some mana going. Red Bruiser's now taken by 30 seconds to Mosh, but they've got to clear the middle lane first. Neither team has enough for their first turn-in. It's Obi-Wan using the Unstoppable early, but gonna be just fine. There's Deathwing's hiding in the smoke. No one can see the aspect of death. Stomping onto the camp there. Here comes the rest of the crew. Rocket decides, you know what, it ain't worth it. Gets on out of there. Nice steal by Flying Solo. $28 gems and counting here for 30 seconds to Mosh. As the mid-bruiser camp now cleared for the blue side. Turn-ins now available for both teams, as Swift stepping up there. Sub-Zero looking for an opportunity to get some damage out. Deathwing, oh no. Oh no, Swift. Is Swift going to be able to get into the air here? No, Swift just cast an ability. No, that's 23 gems, Swift! Oh, disaster for Flying Solo. I think if Swift hadn't cast that stun, maybe you get into the air, because nothing can stop you. Oh no, 23 gems down this early in the game is a rough one. Flying Solo definitely going to be giving up this first objective and will be saving up for a response. The captain picking up 3, going to get the turn in here on the top side for 30 seconds to Mosh. The blue web weavers will be coming on down. Obi-Wan gathering up everybody is actually going to finish that punish quest. Not often is Johanna able to actually finish that. That means that it's an 80% slow even on one target. Very nice for Johanna to have. Blue web weavers are up. And it looks like the focus is the top lane for the time being. Chocolador stepping up there will be gathered up before jumping over the wall. Mid-web weaver just shelling away here. Will be the next point of emphasis. Mornishine taking some hits there, having to move to the back, but decent little chip damage with our first objective phase. Now Flying Solo, they do have enough to try to get another Or try to get their first turn in here. They have gathered enough for that. 30 seconds to Mosh, staying together here. Chocolador spotted here on the edge. Will be silenced. Sub-Zero trying to catch up there with that trait damage. We do see it as growing infestation for Stukov, the classic E-build. Tychus going for in the rhythm and combat tactician here. Really leaning into that minigun. 10s are in for 30 seconds to Mosh. Just in time for this defense. Flying Solo did get enough for the turn in. They should have level 10s here in just a moment. 30 seconds to Mosh. They've got the Flailing Swipe, Micro Missiles, Blessed Shield, Commandeer Odin. Jaina's still thinking about it here. Will be Water Elemental chosen. Flying Solo. They've got Black Hole, Holy Word Salvation. The Haymaker here for Murden. Rain of Vengeance and Bellowing Roar. Sub-Zero trying to defend there with the Odin. Will do so fairly effectively despite the hits from Tassadar. Very aggressive flank there. Is Jaina going to be caught and Haymade right into the midst of terror? Jaina goes down. A very nice job by Chocolador. I'll be Flying Solo's first pickup. D.Va in some trouble here as Deathwing dropping right down into the mix. Raka slowed and trying to move away. Moby1 in trouble as well as Willow wants to finish this off, but can't do it. Born to Shine caught in that animation in the middle of the Molten Breath there, but will survive as well. Uh-oh. Sub-Zero all of a sudden caught way out in lane, will be taken down. They've got to make some adjustments now that they see its Haymaker from this Murden. Looking for another turn in here on the top side. Not quite enough. They need 15. I think, no, who's got them? Swift's got them. Trying to drop off these 15. Doesn't look like D.Va will be able to interrupt. That'll be another Webweaver phase coming on through for Flying Solo. Oh, engage here on the top side. Shy didn't have a chance. Tassadar caught out. Nice silence timing. Oh, Jade with the save. Can the captain get a hit? Wants a Q. Oh, not going to get the final touch. Murden survives. Swift into the back line here. Helping to cover this bruiser camp. Thirteens are here for both sides in just a moment. Murden over the wall, going to get a quick stun onto Sub-Zero. Tychus able to move away thanks to the flailing swipes of Stukov. Another stun onto Tychus, looking like for another Haymaker here, but silenced out of it. Still Sub-Zero in trouble, will go down. Another great protect there. Black Hole to push 2 away. Born to Shine in trouble, under 100 health. Moby1 peeling away, the captain nearly down as well. Blessed Shield goes out, and it's Murden who ends up falling. 2 peels, and it turns into a takedown for 30 seconds to Mosh. They lose their mid fort to the pressure. It's the only structure to go down so far this game. This should be a turn in here. Yep, Blue Web Weaver's now on the way for 30 seconds to Mosh. Let's see what their focus is. Looks like they're going to move up to the top lane to start off. Here they come. Sub-Zero trying to dash forward to follow up onto Murden. As the Web Weaver starts to push. Here comes Water Elemental. Muradin gathered up, down to half. Big silence, not able to jump away. There's the Blessed Shield. Can Chocolador get out? Yes, Dwarf Toss is in time. Now Jaina comboing on the top side. Here comes the Odin. Gonna gather up Muradin, but another Dwarf Toss is ready. Solid top defense here from Flying Solo. Oh, an ult is committed there. Mid fort goes down, bottom fort went down as well as it just kind of pushed in on its own, doing some good damage to the keep wall as well, taking that out. 30 seconds to Mosh. Want to clean up this top fort while they have the opportunity. Deathwing still in the bottom lane, Flying Solo, clearing up the mid. Moby 1 gets in some dismounts, and that'll be the triple keep play. 30 seconds to Mosh, striking back on the map here. Back camp's 30 seconds. Bottom camp's available. Right side can be taken now. Gem situation pretty even for both sides. As level 16s are achieved. Flying Solo, they're looking at the top boss. Do they want to just rip it? No, they don't know. Until now, where 30 seconds to Mosh is. Deathwing was thinking about Solo in that camp, but I don't know if that's something Deathwing can do. Maybe with this particular build here. Flying Solo pushing the top lane. Looks like we've got a camp invade going to be the choice. Deathwing sees it coming. So far, not scouted. Deathwing will make themselves known here. Sub-Zero moving forward will get stunned out. Camp successfully stolen. The captain, uh-oh. The captain trying to stay out of vision here as Muradin will end up seeing there on the edge. Willow chasing on forward. Jaina looks like is going to get away, but the fight continues here in between lanes. Black Hole comes on out and gets the stun onto Tychus. Tychus pushed away though by Muradin. Chocolador got on the wrong side for that haymaker, and Tychus is going to get out of there. Bottom lane pushing, mid lane pushing. Still another 7 gems required. Or 30 seconds to Mosh to get their next turn in. Flying Solo does have enough for a turn in here, though none in the bank so far. Chocolador, oh, is interrupted on the jump. Can they catch up? Water Elemental trying to chase forward. One more attack, but doesn't get in range. Trying to do a full team turn in. Whoa, Chocolador way over the top there, getting a stun onto Jaina, forcing out an ice block. The captain has to move on back here. Moby-Wan caught in the mix, doesn't have anywhere to go. What an engage. It's going to be tank for tank here, though. Looks like Flying Solo. Nice job by Chocolador. Ended up going down, but ferried their team in there to get the next turn in. Red Web Weavers now on the way. Wanting very much to defend all of their keeps here as 30 seconds to Mosh. Bottom lane definitely not getting up to the keep. That'll peter itself out. Mid lane being focused here quickly by D.Va and Tychus before being able to come to the top lane and defend. Muradin now on the way back. Flying Solo rotating away from the top lane. They're just going to head on down. Oh. Strange. Bottom Web Weaver's basically already dead due to having to walk and losing health, so they're just going to knock on this fort wall. Flying Solo barely even scratching the keep walls on that turn-in. Hopefully they pick up this fort as a consolation prize. But it looks like they're going to pick up a team fight over it. There's the stun coming on out. Silence in the zone of 3 here. As there's the bomb coming on out. Silence goes out onto Anduin. Anduin is caught. Deathwing caught as well. Flying Solo trying to keep running away here, but they don't have a fort. The root is out and Muradin is down. 30 seconds to Mosh. Punish with the triple. Now they're going to get themselves a turn-in. It looks like they're going to get themselves a boss as well. Born to Shine on the way to the top lane. Just got to make sure not to turn in too early. Born's got to touch it. There we go. Oh, you got to turn in now. You turn in then, and then you finish the boss. That's how you stack them up. That's okay. Just a very slight inefficiency. You still get a double push. It's not a big deal. If someone does indeed go turn in. There we go. Sub-Zero gonna do it. So, gonna get sort of a staggered push here in the top lane for 30 seconds to Mosh. They've got the 20 advantage. And they're gonna have the wave pushed all the way up in mid and top. Top wall is down here. Raka having to make sure not to get popped there. Choclador is going to have to be saved by Jade Elysis. Boss wailing away on the keep as the Web Weaver is getting ready to drop in. Stun onto the front line. Moby-Wan in some trouble. Rooted there. Ooh, forces out the protect bubble from Anduin. But top keep goes down. Still a sliver left on this boss as it marches through to the core. Web Weaver very healthy as it moves up, but a tough spot here. 30 seconds to Mosh is going to have to go around. Swift going into the back line there. Gets a quick stun, but is just completely burned out by Tychus. Deathwing falls. That is a big pick here. 30 seconds to Mosh. Can we get a turnaround? Raka is demeched as the black hole catching everybody. Muradin stun onto 2, trying to get in position for a haymaker, but now is just being run down as well. That's another pick for 30 seconds to Mosh. Oh no, Sub-Zero. Oh, gets punished going too far forward. Very timely pickup there from Flying Solo. If they don't get that, they might have been losing all of their structures here. Such as it is, though, they're going to save mid-keep. No extra turn-in available just yet for 30 seconds to Mosh. They'd want to wait for Tychus anyway. But they're going to need definitely like 10 more waves if they want to get their next turn-in. Flying Solo. Going to be in a tough spot here. Luckily, they've got periodic catapults in all 3 lanes, so that will help out a little bit. Bottom camp, 45 seconds, right side claimed. So yeah, right now we're just in a little bit of a stalemate. Not much to do on the map, still over 2 minutes till the boss is ready again. It doesn't really benefit either team to just go fishing for a fight. Maybe Flying Solo a little bit. But the more they do that, the more the lanes just pile up. Looks like we're going to have a mid-lane slow siege here from 30 seconds to Mosh. Deathwing dropping into the middle. Stuns out from Obi-Wan, catching 2. There's the double slow. Choclador in trouble, forces out the ult from Anduin. Stunned there by Raka. Black hole combo. What a huge combo! Johanna gets taken down. Raka able to get back in the mech as Born to Shine, trying to use those swipes to peel. Wow, Tassadar once again getting a pick out of nowhere here. Willow stepping forward, nearly punished. Sub-Zero has the dash movement speed to move away. Top lane catapults are piling up, bottom lane catapults are piling up, so Flying Solo can't do a whole heck of a lot with that advantage. Boss still over a minute away. They'll turn in what they can and grab the bottom camp, but they needed a more convincing teamfight victory to be able to just march across the map. 30 seconds to Mosh, just waiting on their Johanna. Chillin' and illin' here. They're moving. Where y'all going? Don't move out. Holy cow. Just wait. Just wait for Johanna. Okay, Johanna's here. Alright, we can move up. It's all good. Sticking together, gonna clear away the bottom camp. Bottom lane catapults cleaned up by Flying Solo. Deathwing's got the top lane pushing the way they would like. Getting close to their next turn in is Flying Solo. They need another 6 or so. Boss is now up. 30 seconds to Mosh, staying out of vision on the top side here. I don't think the lane sees them. Swift's coming up to check the boss. Does one check there. Flying Solo has enough for their next turn in, but they need Swift to be able to do it. Deathwing's walking into the pit. Born to Shine's gonna just rip this. 30 seconds to Mosh. I don't think Deathwing saw it. The turn-in's gonna start, and now Flying Solo is gonna see that the boss is in play. Choglador trying to jump forward and get onto the point here, will get in range, and here comes Swift. This could be a disaster here for 30 seconds to Mosh. Rocka on the point is feared away. Boss stolen by Flying Solo. Swift in trouble, will be going down first. Willow in the backline is stunned out, trying to trade out. Diva goes down, Deathwing and Vala go down, but Stukov is down as well. It's a 2 for 2 so far. The captain trying not to get chased out here. Red Web Weavers and Red Boss are on the way with only 3 to defend. Flying Solo, they've got a monster push going here, and they've got their trio. Aside from Vala, they can siege down with this trio. But a solid defenders here. From 30 seconds to Mosh, they've definitely got the power to clear this. Murden going into the back line, trying to find the captain. We'll get low. Oh no, Jaina. Oh, this just avoids the boss stun. It's gonna have to get into the base here, but now the core is being threatened. Murden stepping up, will be saved and jump back. Core shielding still holding. There's Moby1 with a triple stun. Murden goes down, Tassadar goes down, Rocka is back. Core is going to be saved here. Unbelievable 30 seconds to Mosh. At the last possible moment, find 2 key picks. And they're going to save their core. Their lanes are all the way pushed in here, though. They don't have enough for their next turn in. The boss is not available. What can they do here? They're just going to have to gather up their gems from these lanes. They're close, but not quite there on their next turn in. Still another 5 needed. They're going to relieve some pressure in the mid lane here. A few gems to pick up on the bottom side. Clear up the mid, and they'll have a push going. Yeah, they still need one more wave. Someone's got to go down to the bottom lane and pick these up. Flying Solo. Jade is not going to get the interrupt here. Only 2 more gems needed. Rocka trying to wait for a wave to grab those, but there's a fight breaking out in the mid. Muradin is rooted. Sub-Zero manages to get away, and the black hole is used by Tassadar. Muradin trying to find another engage here, caught on the edge. Takes all the damage. There's the Blessed Shield, and oh no, Muradin goes down, but trades out for Jaina. Moby1 in trouble next, manages to get away. There's a bomb in the back line as Rocka trying to move on out. Diva is down. Sub-Zero will fall as well. It's a 3 for 1 here for Flying Solo. Top lane is taking pressure here from the catapults. They've got no turn-in, but they can just go top and try to win this game even without Muradin. What a turnaround here. Flying Solo looked like they were so on the back foot here, but the long-range engages from Muradin, especially from Tassadar, just catching people out of position time and time again. Born to Shine and Moby1 trying to defend, but it doesn't look like they're going to have what it takes here. Core shielding is now gone. Willow just working on the core here on the low side. Flying Solo coming in with the reverse sweep will go ahead and take this series victory. Well played, GG. Quite a back and forth series there. Really nicely played by both teams. Came down to the end. Just some unfortunate results in those team fights for 30 Seconds to Mosh. Flying Solo playing extremely well in the late game there on Tomb of the Spider Queen. What can I say? Let's go to the post game. Check out the stats here. Make sure we update the scoreboard. Sub-Zero on the Tychus, getting just ahead of Jaina there in the hero damage in the end for 30 Seconds to Mosh. Swift getting ahead of Vala there on the Deathwing by the end. Top hero damage for the side of Flying Solo. Take a look at the talents, and we'll see if we can get ourselves an interview with our winning squad. Alrighty. Hello, Willow. Thank you very much for joining me. Congrats on the reverse sweep.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. Those were some good games.
Very, very good games today.
Very fun.
I mean, I guess we'll just we'll take a look at the series as a whole. It seemed like games 1 and 2 were pretty one-sided both times. Do you feel like there was a draft issue in one game and then you were able to turn it around in the next? Or what do you think led to sort of shorter games in the first two, but then we got the long one for the third?
Really, it was the Johanna Orpheus Sonya combo. They'd shield us, jump on us, and then Orphea ult us, and we just died. We sort of had to adjust by changing our bands and our characters around a little bit, which let us be a bit more favorable. Because their team really specializes in huge CC chain explosions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those can be really tough to deal with. I guess that brings me to the main question I've been waiting to ask is, tell me more about Deathwing. It's not a pick that we see a lot, and it's definitely not a pick we see a lot after Tychus gets drafted. So
you're definitely gonna have to ask Swift about that one.
Is that just I'm great on Deathwing, give me Deathwing, or is that something that you saw in the opponent's draft where you were going, I think a giant unstoppable dragon is the way to go here?
Pretty much the second, although I'm not overly scared of Tychus either. I think I once played a match against a Leoric and a Malthael, and I forget if they had Tychus 2 or not, and I didn't die.
Okay.
He's actually my favorite hero. I love to play him when I can. And I was mostly thinking, okay, we know they like to engage. They like to jump and blow people up. How do I counter it? I was actually considering offlaning his Falstad just for Gust.
They can't CC you if they can't CC you.
And then I fear him. See, that's how I stole the boss. I just got on the point and feared him off.
It was quite a steal. Really nicely done there. So you're saying, like, there's a lot of people who only play Deathwing in the absolute perfect situation. They ban away all the percent damage and they're going, okay, only now can I play Deathwing. You don't seem to share that philosophy. So is there a way that you like to play Deathwing where you're just not so worried about those characters? What can you say to an up-and-coming player who wants to play Deathwing more?
I usually play him a little more like a mage into those comps. Like, a huge part of Deathwing is he can't be CC'd, but he has CC. You put the lava puddles down. You keep using your stun. You are just harassing the crap out of the enemy, and they can't stop you.
Okay.
And it's like with Tychus or even like Leo, they have to be able to get within a certain range to do anything to you. I just don't let them get near me. I'm actually more afraid of a Nazebo. He puts you in a zombie wall and drops everything, you're dead. Unstoppable doesn't save you from that.
That's true. Well, that's good to know. Thank you very much for the perspective on that. Looking at specifically game number 3, Shy, the Tassadar walls seemed particularly potent, especially once Force Barrier came online. Did you feel like that was your spike as a team, like we're going to be able to turn this around with that particular talent, or was there something else that you felt was sort of how you were able to enable those picks in the late game?
I just like the walls because people get slowed by them, they take damage by them. I don't particularly care if Stukov tries to run away from me because he won't be running very far and he's very killable. So it was just, I usually never go with anything but the walls because the walls with the black hole combination, you trap them, they try to run to the side, you black hole them, they're stuck in the wall.
It is incredibly potent.
It is so strong. So yeah, that's just what I like to play. It's very hard for me to play, but I like to do it just because it's so efficient.
Well,
And if Willow is around, you know, she just dives in when they're trapped everywhere, and she just murders them. And
if there's a chance for me to go in, I go in.
Yes,
I am the most aggressive player to ever exist.
So walls with Willow is a good thing because she will murder them on the wall.
Well, definitely saw that there in game number 3. It was really nice synergy there, being able to chase forward off of getting those slows, getting those walls. Yeah, it was looking really dicey for both teams in the end there. It
was really close.
You know, I cried when that Jaina walked away and 2 of us died at the corner. I cried a little bit inside, and I kind of squealed like, she didn't get away. I got so upset. She had like 2 health. It was sad.
But nonetheless, got the 2-1 victory, got the reverse sweep. Solid work today.
There were some great games.
Yeah, it was really, really fun to cast. So thanks for having me along for that.
Nice.
Thanks for casting it.
Yeah, thanks for casting. We almost abducted you as a team member as well.
That's true. One day we'll put that into the NGS rules that casters can be subbed in. That'll be the day.
Yep, I want that Inting Artanis on our team just once.
There we go. My move is I hit a swap for no reason, then take both hands off the keyboard. That's
how you play Artanis.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
But yeah, solid series, and the floor is yours for any shout-outs you'd like to make as we close out for the day.
Well, shout out to you for casting, and to people for watching, and to the enemy team for, as always, we've played them several times, showing us a real good time.
Definitely. We've played them a lot of times. Yeah. I always enjoy the games we have with them. They play really well.
Absolutely. They really do, and we love to play against them.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody, basically. And cats. Shout out to the cats.
Shout out to my kitten who is currently tearing my chair that I am sitting in to shreds.
And shout out to Goose and Jin because they are gorgeous and I love them.
He is currently...
Oh, she does. She squeezes every time they're on stream.
Yep.
Yeah, we got them both on the camera today. It's a good day for the cats.
It's just because my little dada looks so much like you, Jin, and it's just like, ah.
My kitten is currently trying to destroy the chair that I'm sitting in, as I'm sitting in it.
Oh, my chair is fully shredded. Like, it's got
He's
this
very
mesh
angry.
cover. It's a mess back there.
I was supposed to be paying attention to him instead of playing Heroes of the Storm, but you know.
Isn't that just the way, eh?
Sometimes you gotta do your job for your NGS team.
Indeed. Obligations.
Goodness me. Well, flying solo, congrats once again on the victory. Very well played today. Good luck going forward in the season.
Thank you as well. Much. And you have a great evening.
You have a good luck and a great evening too, Krush.
Yeah. Have a nice night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.